everybody, it's the program.
Yep, we are here. We made it.
We're on TV.
For an hour.
Once again, once a day, every day, turn on the machines and we start talking.
Yep. And we're getting ahead over here.
It's the disembodied head.
Yeah, bad humor day. Yeah.
Oh, don't say that. That's a great humor day.
It's Egg Week, everyone. Yeah. So you know.
And it's Monday. You know what that means, viewers?
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's
Lord Danzio.
Lord Danzio.
How are you doing today?
Oh, pretty good. Pretty good. Trying to get paintings done. Every night I try and paint for an hour. Sometimes I paint less. Sometimes I paint more. Sometimes I just stare at the painting because I don't know I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it. I haven't figured out what color, what texture, where the lines are going to be. How I'm going to do this thing, how I'm going to do that thing. But it's a toughie. It's very much a toughie. And then I'll put that painting up because I can't decide on a thing. And then I'll grab a different painting because I'm thinking, okay, I think I know what I want to do with that there. And I'll do a little bit and like, oh, I don't know if I like how this is turning out. So it's a long, difficult process sometimes.
All right, how was the week? Did you see anything on the street?
A lot of dead worms.
Oh, yeah.
All kinds of bugs now.
Why are there dead worms that coming out of the ground in summer? Or spring?
Well, what happens is, worms breathe through their skin, and when it rains, they start to smother. They'll drown. So they will climb up. They will climb up out of the ground and crawl around and try and get to the high ground. And what will happen is they will, not being able to see, they will get stuck somewhere, like on the pavement. And then the rain dries up, and worms don't have any kind of UV protection in their skin. And they will essentially sunburn to death. So.
Mr. Ginsu is
calling. Oh yeah. How many messages did he leave?
Before we listen to any of them, I guess. Oh. Hello, Mr. Ginsu.
Hello.
We're answering. Hello?
Can you hear us?
What the fuck?
Hey, I saw you left a bazillion messages. We haven't listened to any of them yet.
What
are you doing, watching old episodes?
Happening on the ground. Now the device itself is the drone itself.
Hello? Well, whatever we're hearing, it's cutting in and out.
Still time. Someone who's back in the base.
I have a feeling Mr. Ginsu's messages are going to be like this.
What the fuck are you doing, motherfucker?
We're here with Dan.
Hey, Mr. Ginsu. It's Monday. Once again.
Monday, Dan. Is here.
Once again. Kiss my ass.
What are you doing? You've been leaving messages since 8:30 a.m., huh?
What are you talking about, Willis?
I'm talking about your messages on the thing here. And don't call me Willis.
There's a lot of them.
So I was watching the program yesterday, and Dan was on. It must have been a Monday or something. I was watching, and I don't think he played none of my messages.
We'd probably play. I mean, if you left them, we would play them. If you left new ones.
You play one of my messages every fucking day?
No, it depends.
Right.
Yeah, sometimes.
It depends on how you want to censor things.
It's not about censorship. It's just kind of timing and stuff. You can curse all you want, saying all this crazy stuff. I know you've been saying it every day. So, if it wasn't for you.
It seems like censorship to me.
Really? Because if you weren't on the program, then there would be nobody out there. You curse so much. You really think we were censoring you?
By not putting my fucking shit on the program whenever it's there, ready to be put on, it's censoring it.
Are you saying that you want to be on the program more? Because you're on, like, probably, I would say you are the number 2 person whose voice is on the program.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm on.
Yeah.
I'm on once a week, and I don't really call into the program much at all. So, you know, so I'm on a lot, and there's, I don't know, there's a few other.
You've probably had more airtime than anybody else other than me on the program.
Yeah, with the messages and stuff.
Fuck. Yeah, but still, I'm saying during like each show, don't I get a little bit of fucking kudos?
I would say almost every time. The only reason I'm saying that not every time is just because I don't want to say like definitive things, but it's pretty much, I would almost say every time if I was being, more loose about saying every time.
On there, and now, granted, there was some people on there that maybe wouldn't appreciate me.
Oh yeah, well, sometimes if there's
But-
if there's people who seem very sensitive, I don't play your messages because I think that they'll, run or something.
A wise man said, "One man's cussing is another man's lyrics."
Who's that, you?
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
So I don't know what the fuck.
So you telling me that you want me to play your messages in front of sensitive people who are going to be like freaked out by cursing and stuff?
Motherfucking A.
Well, I do sometimes if I think that they will. Sometimes.
And I don't believe I was always cussing. Sometimes I'd throw it in there, but just because.
Yeah, but I think it's safe to say that if you leave a message, that we probably shouldn't play it for people who are super sensitive to that kind of thing, because I think that most of the time you would say nasty things.
And I'm sure the soldier that gave his life for you and your rights and my rights would appreciate you doing that for them.
What? So Army? What are you talking about?
Somebody in the past, the past?
Yeah.
Well, somebody before you died because you could cuss if you felt the fucking want to.
Are you talking about like everybody in history who are our ancestors? They're all dead?
Yeah.
Our dead ancestors?
Talking about your great uncles, your great great uncles, their brothers, sisters.
Thanks to all my relatives going back who wouldn't be here if it wasn't you. Grandpa, great grandpa, great great grandpa, great 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 grandpa.
And the people out there on the freaking battlefield, and you're gonna fucking just go, oh well, I just won't do that for dudes just because I thought you liked fucking creating ruckuses.
Well, I think
I don't know.
when I come on the program, I've been doing this. I guess both of us, Mr. Ginsu, I think we've been participating in the program for like 4 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And pardon?
You've been doing it as long as I have.
Yeah. And one thing that I've observed Kenny do consistently is he will try and get to your messages, at least one, sometimes two, more if there's time. He'll try and call McDonald's once or twice. Sometimes he'll call other places and this sort of thing, and listen to other messages. So he's been pretty consistent about that.
You're not being ignored.
But times, sometimes you'll leave like 12, 13, and he just can't get to them all.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you've got a lot.
Hey, it's time for the first dice game.
Yeah, you should pick a number.
2.
2?
On number 2. Number 2.
Okay.
As in take a shit. Do you fucking hear me? I want a number 2 as in take a
Yeah,
shit.
we got it.
I can hear you. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna switch the.
What number am I?
Number 2. Yeah.
Take a shit number.
Taking a shit number.
All right.
What's number 3? What would that be? I know what a
Wait,
number
hold on,
1 is.
Hold on, let me get the sound going here. We didn't listen to any of your messages yet. We'll probably see a couple of those though. You've been watching the program? Did you watch it all morning or something?
3 is food poisoning. That way you're pissing, shitting, and puking all at the same
Number
time.
3 is vomiting. Here we go.
Number
I
1.
won.
Oh, piss.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are we? Oh, there we are.
Would you like that?
No, I have 500 points.
Yeah,
Did you ever ask?
I lost.
Did you ever? She wants her panties back.
Who? What?
You ever ask your mother if she wants her panties back?
Those jokes are old timey, Mr. Ginsu. Come on, mother jokes.
I just fucking with you.
How about your? I don't know. How about your mother? Is her health okay?
I don't know what you're talking about.
She went to the hospital for a heart attack or something, and is she recovered yet?
Oh yeah, she's much better now than she was back then.
I've decided not to have a heart attack.
That's a good.
She's still got
decision.
a bit, but fucking, she's fine. She's better.
I'm gonna.
Anyway,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
I was thinking about insulting your
I was
mother, but I don't want to do that. So I was like, your mother is improper. Hey, you want to hear one of your own
trying to
messages?
Say what?
You want to hear one of your own messages?
Yeah, because otherwise you won't fucking play them.
Yeah, we will. This is one from 8 a.m. You left this one at 8 a.m. What are you doing up that late? Did you sleep today?
I want to hear the oldest message you got.
From today or like from like October?
A long time ago.
Oh, you want to listen to a really old one?
A long
All
time
right,
ago. I wouldn't want to move.
He's
I
looking.
just left.
He's looking. He's searching for the oldies, but the
It's
goodies.
going. Oh, there it goes. Okay.
Oh,
Here
wow.
we go. We're gonna go back into
What
the
is
past.
the oldest?
We're looking.
This is the oldest you got.
You know, I'm
That
gonna
way
go
I.
back. We're gonna go back
This
to the
way I-
past here and look at some messages we never listened to. Let's see. We're going back.
Got some from last year.
Yeah, these are from November. I'm looking at November now. Now October.
We're looking at 2013.
Thing.
October of 2013.
How about this time? How about this time last year?
Well, here's one from September. Anyway, I don't want to go too far back.
Okay.
It's gonna take a while. Here's one from September.
What? All the way fucking back.
All
Yeah,
right. Well, here's September.
it'll take forever to find them.
I don't know what the heck's happening. We have a messed up thing happening with our phone, see? And I'm not quite sure who I got here. I think I got the TV Kid, which is my phone says,
TV Kid, huh?
but the message was wrong. The message was all wrong. See? So I don't know who's going to get the message, but this is Mr. Ginsu, and I was wanting to talk to Kenny,
Yeah.
because I got some bones to pick with that boy. And, yep, he'll know what I'm talking about.
How far
Yep,
back are you?
he will. He sure will. And, I was wondering if you could find my marijuana in the back of his car, maybe. But if not, well then, no problem. And, yeah,
You hear that,
tell
Mr. Ginsu?
Kenny to call me back if whoever gets this message. Okay? Otherwise, tell Freddie to call me and tell me where Kenny's at. Or tell him don't call Lewis, because Lewis, he's gone. He picked the hell off and went out of town, see. And, yeah. So ask him to check back to the car, because there might be a bag of weed that I might have left. And, whoops. Alright, I'll talk to you later. Bye.
You hear that?
Did you ever find that bag of weed?
No, but that was I think that was back when marijuana was still illegal. So look out.
It became legal in 2012, right?
Oh yeah, here's a message from April 2012. From 2 years ago.
No. No, 2 years ago?
Yeah,
Oh, this one is.
April 2012.
You still got messages from way back then?
Yeah. Well, they're from forever. They just don't delete. It's on the. We don't use like a answering machine kind of thing. It just saves all of them forever.
Round start. Health lock and
What?
badge on.
Yeah, we just have them all. I was thinking about like we don't delete any messages because the internet just holds on to them all for us. So, you know that if we put all your messages together, it would probably be days and days worth of messages. I was thinking about
Oh yeah.
putting them together and putting them on the internet or something.
Yeah, just
Be like a podcast, Mr. Ginsu podcast. We go for like hours.
yeah.
Kiss my fucking ass.
How long does a message last
It
before it
goes
times
for
out?
3 minutes.
3 minutes.
So
So
when you leave like 10 or 12, it's like,
okay,
oh,
so
yeah.
if there were 1,000 messages, which
It's probably likely, yeah.
entirely possible, yeah. That's 3 times 1,000, so that's like 3,000 minutes.
That's 60,
That's a day.
3,000, yeah.
Yeah, a day is 3,600 seconds.
Yeah, wow.
Fuck that.
Wait, no. That's 3,000 seconds. I'm talking 3,000 minutes.
Get a calculator.
Yeah, I've got one in my head.
3,000 minutes, or 3,000 minutes, and that's divided by how many hours? 60. So it's 60. That's 50. No, that's 50.
Can you pass me the paper bag? I'll figure it out.
I figured it out. I got a calculator. It's 50 hours, which is 2 days.
2 days.
At least that's like a very rough guess.
That would be quite the podcast.
Yeah. Would you listen to a 2-day podcast of yourself and leaving messages?
I'll kick you in your cunt.
Oh yeah. You see anything on the streets, or what did you leave all those messages about today?
I ain't saying, because I want the old one played.
Oh yeah. Well, I thought you said you didn't want the old ones played.
I want them used up so that I can be caught up.
We are. I mean, there's so many of them though, and we're going through them. We're taking our time, but we're listening to the new ones too. You left all these new ones. I think it's good to leave new ones and old ones because, we have so long to get caught up on your old messages.
Yeah. See, if you left 10 messages and they all timed out, that would be 30 minutes. That'd be half an hour of the program with just listening to the messages, just trying to catch up.
Yeah, but I've been doing that on days when there's nobody here. I've been just listening to your messages straight through, like a lot of them. So
I don't know. It's hard to say. You play everybody else's messages.
we play your messages too, but there's just so many of them.
Yeah.
One at a time and just start playing them. And then whenever you get somebody else's message, then you can get somebody else's message. But what? They come in line and they just jump right in front of me?
Well, a little bit just because they're newer, but we have so many of yours.
Yeah,
Right,
it's not.
It's info time.
It's less about censorship and more about just being practical.
Now it's info time.
I'm going to see if you're willing to
We got a
justify it.
question about the program we're
Here are
doing
some
right now.
answers to some frequently asked questions about the program. You're watching it right now. It's called Your Daily Hour with Me. It's a call-in talk show.
Secretly,
7 days a week, 365 days a year. It airs every night, 11:30. This episode that you're watching was filmed a week ago, and the one at 2 a.m. was filmed a year ago, same time, same day, same month of the previous year. You can also watch any episode of the program on YouTube. Anyone can be on the program, especially you. Your Daily Hour with Me relies on the community for content, so give us a call at 360-836-4384 and leave a message. We will call you back while on the program, and you can be on television, at least your voice. And welcome back to the program. There we go. Info time is complete.
So, are we done with fucking info time now?
Yeah, we sure are.
Fucking son of a bitch. Fuck you up whenever I'm talking in the middle of your fucking info time.
No, info time is fine. It's working out.
Yeah, we try and do all the things. Roll the dice, do the info time, play the commercials, listen to messages. When I'm on, I try and talk about science, sometimes mental health, sometimes, whatever shit I've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm going to be involved in Arts Walk in a couple weeks.
Oh, yeah, that's actually going to be last week. Viewers, you already missed it.
No, it's not for 2 weeks.
Oh, it's not on the 25th?
Yeah.
It's coming up this weekend then.
Yeah.
So for the viewers, go check it out this weekend. Go see Arts Walk. You probably already know about that, though.
Yeah. Go to the Urban Medicinal. That's where my art is going to be. It's downtown. It's a block away from Starbucks, towards the lake. And my art is science fiction, and that is one of them. I might just grab it, take it there, and put it up. It might get sold.
Okay.
Never know.
Okay, this one has been on TV.
Yeah, I'll bring another one. I've got more.
Sure.
No.
That one's been up there for a while.
Yeah, it was really interesting. I was pretty drunk when I painted that.
Hey, Mr. Ginsu, it's Easter/Egg Week. Today is Passover, the beginning of Passover.
Why? You want me to come down there and kick you in your Passover cunt?
I don't know what that means.
You want me to come down there and kick you in your cunt for Passover? Kind of like a present.
I'll just say no.
No, please no.
Fucker. I was hoping to hear a yes out of your ass.
Why would I say in that a little bit weird? I think it's a little. Yes, please. That's a little weird. I think it's weird.
Yeah, but we could talk about.
I can always hope that you'll humor me, but no. I understand who you are. I'm just fucking throwing shit out there because I know what the fuck you are.
You think you know me? Yeah, Robert.
Would you like to hear about gravitational lensing?
Did you say what about
gravitational lensing?
Dan's gonna learn you something science, Mr. Ginsu.
I thought you meant gravitational laundry.
Nope. Gravitational lensing. Gravity acts like a lens.
You can do your laundry with gravity.
Yes, gravity does help.
Yeah.
When it comes to laundry, keeps the water and the clothes in the washing machine, and it helps things spin around.
I mean, that's not that's centrifugal force, not
No,
gravity.
Gravity keeps it in, and centrifugal force keeps it moving.
Mm-hmm.
So the two in combination make it so. So, I read an article about this star that passed in front of another star. Stars are always moving in the galaxy, but because they're so far away and the distance is involved, it's kind of rare that a star passes in front of another. But when that happens, there's this unique situation that we can see things about the star behind, the farther star, and the one in front. So what happens is light is affected by gravity. light will bend a little bit. And Einstein predicted this, and one of the tests of Einstein's general theory of relativity and special theory of relativity is that light bends. It's affected by gravity. Pardon?
Does that have anything to do with cow tipping?
Gravity, yes. Gravity is involved in the tipping of cows. Yes. Yes, it is. Well, anyway.
Okay. Continue.
So what happens is the star light that is behind the star bends around just a little bit the star in front of it. It acts like a lens. It just bends a little. And that light is then focused like a ring around the star in front. And so we're seeing the star in front and we're seeing the star behind. But because that light is concentrated like a lens, we can tell things about that star behind that we wouldn't otherwise be able to tell, because it reinforces that light. We just get more of it. We get way more information. And galaxies behind other galaxies, quasars behind other galaxies, the ones in front act like a lens, and we can tell all kinds of stuff. And in this particular case, this one star going behind the other, we were able to, or the scientists, not us personally, but the scientists that read it,
people.
they could tell that the star in front had a planet going around it, because they could see the light dip as this star passed in front of the other one. As a planet travels in front of a star, there's a little dip. And it took about a month. Pardon?
I still can't remember why I don't get to be on every show. If I have so many fucking messages, you can't never keep up. So why ain't I on every show?
You're on every show.
Yeah. Sometimes we miss you.
Well, you're on every show. You're on every show with a few exceptions. But I would say if there's a rule or anything, you're on every show. But then the only reason I didn't say every show before is because it's
sometimes it just doesn't happen.
I would say every show. You're on every show.
Yeah.
Okay.
More than anyone else, that's for sure.
That was a start.
If you want to say you never say never say always, but
yeah,
you're pretty much on every show.
That's always a good idea.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, Dan. Continue with your friggin'.
Okay, so what they noticed is that this star that the light was lensed from had a planet going around it, and the light from the planet was variable. It dipped up and down. It did some dipping because it took a month for this star to pass in front, and so scientists were able to observe it for days and days and days and days, and that's how they could see the light go up and down as a planet passed in front of the star, edge on, and the dip in the light from the planet fluctuated. And so they believe this is the first evidence they have of a moon going around a planet, going around a star.
Whoa.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't have the technology quite yet to be able to detect moons going around other planets. But if you think about it, it looks like the vast majority of stars have not just one planet, but many. It's entirely possible that there are 2 or 3 times the number of planets as there are stars. There are way more planets, because stars don't just form one planet. They form a pile of them, a group of them.
I would assume that all stars have planets, and that all the planets have moons. I mean, it just seems like, just because ours does, it seems like the other ones would also.
Yeah. There are some stars that don't form much in the way of planets because there's a really huge, gigantic, star very nearby, and the light and heat from it blows off the material that would otherwise become planets.
Yeah. It seems like a lot of them would have be similar to ours.
Yeah, it looks like the overwhelming majority, and stars without planets looks like the exception, not the rule.
Yeah.
And if you think about our solar system, there are only 2 planets that don't have moons. There are dwarf planets and asteroids that don't have moons, but Mercury and Venus don't have moons. Earth has moons, Mars has moons, Jupiter
They
has
were
a ton.
small, right?
Saturn has way more.
Are they too small for moons, Mercury and Venus?
No, I think they were too close to the sun when they formed to be able for a moon to be able to form around them. But I'm certain that
How big is
one could've-
Mercury compared to the moon?
Mercury is only slightly larger than the moon. It's not much bigger. It's smaller than Mars. It's bigger than Pluto. But Mercury is the smallest terrestrial planet.
Hey, Mr. Ginsu, you're on the phone for a whole 20 minutes because it's time for
Wow.
the next dice game.
Okay, next dice game.
You want to hold the camera? Here we go.
You look up on YouTube, you can watch
Voyager.
It's been shit out in space. and it's
Double
been going
6.
60.
Still in the lead with 500 points from the last round.
Double sixes. That means something.
Off into the universe.
Yeah. So it is just as logical to consider that all these other stars with all these other planets, they all have moons. There's lots of moons in there. But that's just an assumption. We don't know, and we can't say absolutely until we have evidence for it. So, but we got a little inkling. And the sad thing about it, the two stars doing a gravitational lens thing is it's a one-shot deal. It only happens once. There are all kinds of planets that we are looking at that are edge-on from the Kepler space probe, but the cameras on the Kepler are not sensitive enough to be able to distinguish little dips from planets that would be the result of moons, because if the planet is edge-on, it's orbiting edge-on, the moons going around the planets would probably be in the same orientation. Just like Jupiter and Saturn and Earth, eclipsing. So it won't be long. There are two probes that are going to be launched to one telescope in about 3 years. It's called the James Webb Space Telescope, and it's gigantinormous. It's huge. It's got segmented mirrors that will all fold out and work together, and it's got a big sunshade, and it will see in the infrared, and it's got 3 times the area of Hubble. So it's much more sensitive and gathers much more light, and it's just a better telescope. And so they will be pointing that thing at stars that we know for sure have planets.
A satellite telescope?
Well, what they're doing now, Kepler and the James Webb telescope will be orbiting not circularly around the Earth like the Hubble does. There are...
It's not...
Pardon?
I watched the fucking Hubble, not the Hubble, the fucking Voyager.
What?
It's going off into space, and it found 9 extra moons, like behind Pluto or fucking one of them fucking planets. Got 9 extra ones that we didn't know about.
Yeah. Neptune and Uranus, when it went by those. Our telescopes at the time weren't sensitive enough to be able to see the little moons that orbit around those 2 real distant gas giant planets.
Why do they put them on the space station or something?
Well, there is
Yeah,
a telescope, but
Not
it's
38,000 miles
not
an
real
hour.
big. Pardon?
The Voyager is going into space at 38,000 miles an hour, and it's been going since the 60s.
70s.
You've been watching Cosmos, Mr. Ginsu?
Oh, I missed it last night. I knew I missed something.
Have you been watching Cosmos? Where are you getting...
No.
No? You just know the science stuff?
Voyager, it's a NASA satellite.
Yeah, they launched that in the mid-70s, 2 of them, and one of them went past Jupiter and continued on, and the second one went past Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. It was very fortunate.
And on YouTube, they got really cool video, and the shit it sent back, they got really cool pictures.
Yeah, both Voyagers have hit what is called the heliopause. The solar wind of our sun pushes out in a bubble against the particles and gases and dust that are in the galaxy. And there's a point at which the solar wind thins out such that the galactic wind overpowers it. And both Voyagers are in that place where that is happening, and there's turbulence. And the big dish, the big antenna dish that points and sends its signals and information back to Earth, that has detectors on it. So when it's hit by different particles, protons, neutrons, electrons, when it's hit by stuff, the probe records the direction and energy that particle came from. And up until like last year, the vast majority of particles that were hitting it were coming from the sun, both the direction and the energy. But now both probes are getting more and more and more hits from particles not coming from the sun.
Wow, that must be the first time that's ever happened.
Yep. So
Yeah.
That's kind of scary. We're gonna get out there, huh? We don't know what's out there. They're gonna find some crazy stuff out in space, maybe.
mostly emptiness.
I know
Oh, yeah, it's
crazy
really long.
stuff.
It's not gonna. How come it hasn't got hit by comets and stuff? Doesn't even go through that comet belt yet? Like the outside.
You're gonna find nothing easier than the sun.
Yeah, it's gone. They think that the Voyagers are in the Oort cloud.
Isn't there a big comet belt like right outside of Pluto? Like Pluto's
Yeah,
name,
but
kinda?
it's like if you had a sphere, and the sphere was how far is it? Let's say 5 billion miles in diameter. This sphere.
Yeah.
And you put 1 billion comets along in that sphere,
not too many.
there would still be thousands and thousands and thousands of miles in between each one.
It seems like in the movies, all the comet belts are like hard to navigate through.
Yeah, there's
So that's probably
it's
fake.
it's fiction.
Yeah.
Absolutely fiction.
That's what I always thought a comet belt was like. I guess Star Wars.
Well, we have what is called the Kuiper belt, and it's
Star
essentially
Fox.
a ring of comets and Pluto and Quaoar and Sedna and Makemake and there's a few other that they've named, and these are dwarf planets about the size of Pluto, which is close to the size of the moon, and they tend to be in a ring going around the sun, but there's a huge amount of distance between them. And
how big is Voyager? Like, size of a car?
Size of a Volkswagen.
Yeah.
Yeah, about that big. Yeah, I mean, it's big, right?
Size of a car, but
not
big as a car.
giant. Yeah, it might be bigger than that. Maybe like a van.
Uh,
Yeah, probably like a Volkswagen van, a Vanagon.
Wagon, and it fucking got like 2 18 or 30-foot arms that stick off of it.
Yeah, it's got a couple booms. It's got a radio, a radio. It's got it's got 2 long booms. One has the power. They're called RTGs, and it's got the power, and it's on a boom, and it
was
gives
it nuclear
off.
powered?
Yeah, nuclear power. It uses plutonium, and the plutonium heats up a little thing, and it gets electricity from the heat exchange, and it sends the electricity to Voyager so it can work. And the other one is this antenna that detects magnetic fields. And
How long is it going to be powered? How much power does it have?
Both probes, they're working off of maybe 1/50th the power that they started with. And those RTGs, they're good for 40 years.
Okay.
The Curiosity Mars rover right now that they sent, this most recent one that's rolling around there, it has an RTG. And so what if the rover is still physically able, it will be rolling around there for 40 years.
Wow.
40 years, this thing. It's good for 20. And the power just slowly falls off. It's a slow drain. It's a really long life battery that just slowly, there's less and less and less. And so right now, when it first gets there, they're using the instruments that require the most power. And eventually they'll use up or wear out those instruments, and then they can use the remaining power to do other things. Observing
It's time for a
and
commercial break.
sampling and stuff.
We'll call Ray, the producer, calls him McDonald's.
Motherfucker. Can you say No, you can't say motherfucker because I can only say motherfucker because you can't say motherfucker because only, like I say, I'm the only one that gets to say motherfucker. You can squirrel out of my ear, I come down there kicking your cat. What's going on now? You're freaking me. I won't ask the mad question. Need that.
Coming up on the next episode of the program. Yeah, hey everybody, it's the commercial.
Hey everyone. Today we talked about a lot of things. Food mostly. Listened to a bunch of Mr. Ginsu messages.
Charlie's here, Jeremy's here.
Craziness.
Egg Week,
Egg Week.
Beefaroni.
Convenience stores.
We're on every night at 11:30 and 2 a.m. on TCTV channel 22 and at 2 a.m. on 106.5 Koa Low Power FM. Check it out.
Whoa.
Thank you. Nature Week.
Frontier. Come on.
Yeah, that's right. We're back.
Hey, we're back from the motherfucking bullshit that we just fucking bullshitted you with.
What, you don't like commercials?
I don't fucking know.
This is kind of a variety show.
Yeah.
Do you censor my voice during the commercial? As in, do you shut my voice off the television during?
No, we could hear you the whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, you can hear me the whole time.
Yeah,
So whatever I said.
You're talking over the commercial.
Well, that's good. That's what I wanted because I want to make sure that that's the way it's going to be because I don't want to be fucking saying bullshit if it ain't going out.
It's true. It's you're covering up the commercial a little bit when that happens.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. As long as I fucking understand what I'm getting myself into.
Okay. Well, hey, Mr. Ginsu, it's the last part of the program here. I have some other phone calls to make. We do on the program. Thanks for calling. Thanks for leaving those messages, and we'll listen to a couple of your new messages.
Yeah, and maybe we'll talk to you next Monday. Maybe I will.
Take it easy.
Okay, keep
Take it
calling.
easy.
Bye.
Have a good one.
Yeah, Mr. Ginsu was on the phone for about 40 minutes.
It's interesting how he talks about censorship.
Yeah, I don't think he knows what censorship is. That's not. If he was being censored, then we would have kicked him out the program immediately.
Yeah, and censorship is bleeping out things or making editorial changes.
Yeah, no, there's none of that. We're just
No.
not listening to some of the stuff we're not. But
No, and in my case,
Hey, Daily Hour. I'm driving in this town called South Bend right now with my mom.
whoa,
hey, Freddie.
Hey, Dan.
we're on speakerphone.
Huh? No.
Oh, it
My phone doesn't do speakerphone very good.
could be a little dangerous. How's the production end going?
I'm not driving. I'm a passenger, but
Okay, then we can talk to you.
but it is a little dangerous, yeah. Production end should be going just fine. I caught it on TV late last night when I came home from Portland. That worked out just good. Saw Robin there talking about the apocalypse.
Yeah.
That was great. And then looks like we're going to go into this oyster bar here. But I got the tapes from last night. I'm going to get those captured, and everything should be going really well. How's it going on your end? Is the how's the guests and all that?
We talked to Mr. Ginsu for about half an hour.
Wow, already today?
Well, yeah, he left a big pile of messages, and right when we started the program, he was calling, and so Kenny picked up, and he just stayed on the line till more than half of the program.
We're looking for an intern because I want to get somebody to do the Mr. Ginsu extended podcast, or not. I don't want to say podcast, whatever it is. Though, yeah, I really don't like the word podcast, but audio
Yeah.
program.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I mean, maybe maybe I should. I know that I was going to be meeting Meg and Luke sometime today and talk about maybe some sort of internship thing.
Who
we
is
do
it?
need an intern. Megan, you know Megan Luke?
No.
You might not. Huh. Well, I could give you their number. You can call them on the program if you wanted to.
Today? They're going to be a potential intern?
We've talked about it before. Yeah, they're definitely doing a contract that's in analog video stuff, and so they at very least want to come check out the setup and stuff like that. So.
Okay, because I have some projects that have been in the works for years.
It's true. It's true. We've got a lot of projects ready for whatever intern we get.
Yeah.
So.
Looks like this Saturday we're gonna. Oh no, that's next Saturday, huh? We're gonna be going to Koa.
Get on the radio, live on the radio.
This Saturday or this week we don't have much on the schedule except for Birds on Wednesday. It's Egg Week and Easter Week.
God,
Well,
I forgot
Hey guys, I gotta go. I'm with my mom and I'm gonna hang out with her.
Bye.
Okay, talk to you
Bye.
later. Have a good oyster. Yeah, eggs. You know, I'm not religious at
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
And
You used to be.
yeah, very devoutly. But it's like Christmas and Easter and Halloween. I'm just not inclined to celebrate them. They just seem like what the hell am I celebrating? Why
Yeah.
am I doing this thing? Why do...
In
you
my
know?
family, we did all those religious holidays,
Yeah.
but we did not do anything religious. We on Christmas we had the tree and the presents and the food and Santa Claus,
Yeah.
and then on Easter we had the Easter bunny and eggs and ham.
And big baskets
But
full
no,
of candy.
yeah, no religious stuff at all. I think I didn't even realize that it was religious, for a while.
One of the things that I find remarkable about Easter is that the three major religions are involved. The Jewish religion, it's Passover. The Christian religion, it's Jesus's final week, I guess. And on Good Friday, he's killed, and Easter Sunday, he comes back to life again. And for pagans or any non-Christian,
Is it Muslim number three?
Muslim, there's something, but I think it's Ramadan, or something. I could be wrong. But that timing of that, it's a month-long thing, varies. It depends on the calendar, and it depends on, I don't know, the lunar cycle or something. I'm not sure. I don't remember. But the spring equinox is kind of the central time when these things happen. And during the vernal equinox it's the beginning of spring. And it's when animals go into heat, and there's a whole lot of sex.
Spring fever.
Yeah, and rabbits have a lot of sex. They
go at it like rabbits.
Yeah, and so the Easter Bunny is representative of that kind of activity.
Oh, fertility.
The egg,
Eggs and fertility, right?
The egg is for fertility, and it didn't dawn on me as a kid that rabbits and eggs are all about sex and birth and procreation.
Yeah.
And this sort of thing. And we have these representative icons and traditions and everything that refer to the pagan, but we say, Passover and Jesus and all this other stuff that have nothing to do with those things. So it's
I was thinking
it's just strange to me.
The Jesus resurrection story is almost like anti-nature life cycle, because he's like, it's like they're trying to destroy the notion that death is a finality and everything, and so that when he comes back, so it's kind of subverting the old customs of Easter time being about the circle of life.
Yeah, Constantine and the early church worked very, very hard to take old holidays and repurposed them so that people were still celebrating at those times, but it had a new plaster cast over top of it.
Yeah.
Had a new face, a new words and images and this sort of thing. And, everyone still got together and got drunk and ate food and danced around and sang songs and stuff. But now, instead of, fertility, it was Jesus. So, very interesting.
Here we go. Let's play the final dice game. Hey, I won.
Oh, wow.
I got 500 more points. I won with 1,000 points overall.
Wow.
So
What number did you pick?
I have a 1.
Wow, you got 1,000 points.
I got 1,000 points.
That's amazing.
Way to go, me. I'm the winner today.
Kenny is the winner.
Yeah. Where's the
Okay,
rope?
high five and shit.
No, that was.
Try again.
There we
Yeah,
go.
that
I
was
like,
good.
Looking. I was watching the TV. I was like, and I have very good perspective.
Yeah, I wasn't. Yeah.
All right.
So I'm trying to think what the other symbols of Easter are, and
There's the pastels.
yeah, the coloring of the eggs.
Pastel,
that
yeah.
is interesting. Yeah, the pastel colors, the
What
muted colors.
do Mormons do for Easter?
Oh, all the same things. Mormons consider themselves Christians.
Uh-huh.
Most Christians don't consider them fellow Christians because of the extra books that Mormons follow, and Mormons believe that the leader of the church is a prophet, just like Isaiah and Moses and John the Baptist and
Uh-huh.
all the rest of these prophets and apostles and stuff. Mormons believe that the current leader is one of these guys. And so whatever this leader says officially, that's the word of God
Yeah.
that Mormons believe. And there's a great emphasis on stuff that Joseph Smith wrote and said. So, yeah, very, very, very interesting. Mormons are kind of an offshoot. Jehovah's Witnesses are kind of in the same camp as Mormons.
But they don't do holidays.
Yeah, they found a passage somewhere in there saying that celebrating your birthday is...
McDonald's.
Hey, McDonald's.
Huh?
Hello, McDonald's. Do you guys have those like ham sandwiches still for breakfast?
Oh, do we have... I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
Ham sandwich?
Do we have a ham sandwich?
Yeah.
No, for breakfast?
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
But
Yeah.
can you guys cook one of those up? Like, if I order it special, like in the daytime, the regular time, you can just like pull one out of the freezer or something?
This is Susan. May I help you?
Hey, I want to know if you guys could get some of that ham out, the breakfast ham. Maybe you could pull some out in the daytime to store in the deep fryer or something.
Okay, now what'd you say?
I wanted to get one of those, the ham sandwiches you guys got for breakfast.
Okay, they only do ham sandwiches in the morning. You can't do it in the evening.
What if I made like a special request?
No, can't do it.
Oh,
You have to do it in the morning.
all right. What time does those end?
On Saturday and Sundays, they stop at 11.
Oh, okay.
On Monday through Friday, it's 10:30.
Cause I wanted to do an Easter thing. I like to eat ham on Easter, but I didn't want to do it too early.
Yeah. Unless you want to call and talk to Art or Jackie about it, that's the head store manager, Art is. Jackie's the assistant.
Uh-huh.
Unless they agree to it, we're not allowed to.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, I'll let you know when Art will be here.
Uh-huh.
He'll be here tomorrow in the morning time, so if you call early tomorrow and ask for Art.
Oh, great. Great. Thank you very much.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye. Oh, they're pretty nice over there.
I want art. Where was that? What
That
was
was
the
in Hogansville, Georgia.
Oh, yeah.
You could hear it. Yeah.
Thick accent.
You want the ham?
I want art.
Yeah. Arthur, I think. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, art. Art. Yeah.
Do they still do the Easter
Ham.
bunnies and
Ham.
Christmas?
That's another thing. We eat ham.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Ham for Easter. Yeah.
Okay, Christmas. What is it?
Roast beef, I would think.
Roast beef or ham, actually, on Christmas.
ham.
Christmas ham.
Right, I thought.
I
Oh,
think
Christmas.
so.
Yeah, Christmas ham. I guess maybe
Thanksgiving is turkey.
Turkey.
That's,
I don't know. My family eat roast beef for Christmas, but that might have just been for the trifecta of turkey, roast beef, and ham.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just for a change.
Well, you get tired of eating a big old ham every time.
Ham.
Yeah, but that's interesting. Why a pig? We roast a pig. I wonder if that is symbolic of old pagan rituals, that you roast a pig instead of a sheep or a goat.
Yeah.
Roasted goat.
They're good.
You know, we ought to have that. You know, one of our holidays, we ought to have, instead of a ham
Add a goat
or
in
a
there.
cow. Yeah, instead of a pig or a cow or a bird, we should have a goat
I've
or a
eaten
sheep.
lamb before. I don't think I've ever eaten goat.
They're probably tougher.
Looking
probably
at
lot
a
more
goat,
gamey.
it doesn't seem like something that would be the best food source.
Well, they're not. They don't look real meaty.
Yeah.
They look, pretty tough.
Looks like something, that maybe, I mean, you can drink goat milk and stuff, but is goat meat traditional in other countries?
Well, in the Middle East, they have
Yeah.
sheep and goats all over the place, and so yeah, they slaughter goats and sheep for food
Yeah.
frequently.
Goats.
But here in the U.S., not much at all. I mean, we like their wool.
Have you ever eaten goat before?
Not to my knowledge.
They sell lamb at stores, I think.
Yeah, I've had mutton, which is sheep. I don't know if I've had lamb before.
What's lamb and sheep are the same? Or?
Well, mutton is sheep, and lamb has a different name. For instance, you can have beef or veal, and veal comes from a calf.
What's the
and
difference
beef
between
from
a sheep
cow.
and a lamb?
Well, just age. One's older.
Well, lamb is a baby?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a baby sheep.
Oh,
Yeah.
really? Because I've eaten.
Yeah.
They always say lamb. I've never even seen sheep. They always call it lamb. Maybe they call it lamb even if
Well,
it's a
mutton.
sheep anyway.
Mutton would be the sheep meat, and
But they always say lamb. I have a feeling that even if it's the older lamb, they call it just lamb anyway.
probably because that sounds more tasty.
Yeah.
Lamb.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was lamb, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forget what it's called. There's a name for it. Yeah, or what would be interesting to eat for a celebratory meat dish would be like, I don't know, snake or fish.
Yeah.
Some kind of fish.
Fish. Yeah, fish.
Yeah, like what's a holiday that we don't feast?
So they eat
4th of July. We should eat
hamburgers and steaks and hot dogs. So that's a.
beef. That's got to be beef.
Oh, hey, that's the 1 minute left sound.
Oh, wow.
We've made it through an entire episode without losing consciousness or dying.
Yeah, that's good. And I got to talk about gravitational lensing,
Yeah,
which
thanks.
is a very, very interesting effect.
Thanks for being here today, Dan.
Well, thank you, Kitty.
Thanks, Mr. Ginsu.
It's fun doing the program here with
Yeah. Thanks,
you. You just
Freddie.
let me talk and talk and talk and say all my crap, and I feel so much better. And you just
good.
listen, and I'm very happy. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks, Mr. Ginsu, and thanks, Freddie, and McDonald's, and Ham, and
Yes.
all the animals. And thanks to this animal I've been
And
eating.
gravity. Thank you,
this whole
gravity.
time.
Gravity's good. Glad we have it.
We wouldn't exist without it. And also thanks to all our ancestors who, led up to your life. Think about all the people who worked and lived and procreated.
Oh yeah,
fertility
lots
through-
of procreating going on.
all the way to you. So thanks to all of them and everybody who could make this possible,
Yes.
and the inventors of TV, and
I want to thank the maker of the Google Voice there, this internet answering machine that
Facebook and Twitter and YouTube.
remembers
Date,
everything.
time, and TVs and computers. Yeah, archiving messages.
I think that it would be fun to go back 4 years and listen to some of his Mr. Ginsu's early stuff.
Thanks, phones. You want to be an intern? We're looking for an intern.
Yeah. We've got
For the crew.
we've got a mission for you.
Yeah. Thanks, TCTV.
Thank you.
Movie.com, Psycho Feelings.
Psycho.
Jordan E. Fabulous.
Thank
Thurston
you.
County, Washington State, USA. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yours is you. You're watching. Thanks.
Thank you, the makers of this music.
Hell yeah, dog. Gag. Music by Gag. Bye.
Those peanuts were good. Unsalted. Yep, much better.